So we are folding our fabric into two, like you see. I folded mine already into two. And then the first thing we are going to do on it is to pick our length. The length I'm working with is 39 inches. And I'm going to add 2 inches for the folding allowance. So I have 2 inches here. And the next thing I will to get is the crotch depth. For the crotch depth I'm working with, I'll divide the hip measurements by 4. Now the hip measurement I'm working with is 37 inches. 37 divided by 4 will give me 8.5 with a quarter inch. So then I'm going to just add the quarter inch to it. I'll make everything 9 inches. So I have 9 inches as my crotch depth. Then I'm going to determine the knee length. How do I determine the knee length? If the full length I'm working with is 39 inches, just get the 39 inches. I have 19 and a half. So my knee length measurement is 19 and a half. So just to get a straight line, I'm going to make use of my ruler. I'll note everything. So this is the crotch depth, this is the knee, and this is the ankle. Then this is our folding allowance. Now I'm going to be using the thigh circumference for my division first. So the thigh circumference I'm working with is 22 inches. 22 divided by 2 is 11 inches. Now this is supposed to be my 11 inches. So I'm going to divide it by 2. 11 inches divided by 2 will give me 5.5 inches. So it is that 5.5 inches that I'm going to take all through. Taking that 5.5 all through. Just like this. And I will root it straight. So now I'm supposed to press this fabric, but because there is no light at the moment and I really want to work, so I'm going to be conscious of it in my measuring. So the next thing is the waist measurement I'm working with. I'm working with waist 32. Waist 32. So waist 32 divided by 4. My waist divided by 4 is 30 divided by 4 will give me 8 inches. So what I will do is the 8 inches, I'll divide it by 4. Now I have my 4 inches towards this side, and I also have the 4 inches on this side. So for my mapping the 4 inches is what I'm going to pick on this side as well, like this, and I will run it down. So we had 2 inches to this side. I've added my 2 inches to this side. Now what is my knee circumference? 16 divided by 4 will give me 8 inches as well. So divided by 2, please. 16 divided by 2 is 8 inches. So I have my 4 here on this side, and I also have the 4 inches on this side. 4 here, 4 here. This is our middle point. So then for the ankle, it's 13 inches. 13 inches divided by 2 will give me 6.5 inches. So I'll make use of 3.25 inch on this side, and also another 3.25 inch on this side. Now the 3.25, like this. Sorry, 3.25, yes, 3.25 inch. And I also have 3.25 on this side. Then I'll connect my lines together. I've gotten this, then I've gotten this side. I'm going to be making use of my French curve. So I have this like this. Then make use of my straight ruler here. the allowance part of it, that is for the folding under, you can see where I slant my hand out a bit, so that because of this part that is slanted, so I'm slanting my hand out a bit like this, and also on the other side I'm going to slant my hand a bit also. So I'll connect this to this crotch point. So the next thing is for me to bring out my cuff on the crotch depth, and all I'm doing is just to connect this way. Now on this part, on the waist part, it's supposed to be slanted, so I'm going to deduct 1 inch. That is 1 inch on this part like this, and I'm going to connect it to the waist point like this. Two ways you can do this. You can try to make it just straight like this, or you come up like this and cuff your hand. But I'm making use of a straight rule for that, and this is all we need for our drafting. So we are going to cut this out now. Done with cutting it. Want to cut the back part of it, and we are going to fold the fabric again. So now we have placed it on to cut the back part. Now cut the back part, we are going to be adding some allowances to it. So for this first, on the waistline, don't forget we removed one inch from the front part of it. Now we are going to be adding the 1 inch back to it, and also we are adding another 1 inch to it, just like this. Then here we are going to add 3 inches allowance to it here, while on the ankle part we will be adding 2 inches to it. So we are adding 2 inches on the ankle part, and the crotch part we are going to add 3 inches, just like this. Then for this part, we are adding just 1 inch, like this, and also we are going to be adding another 1 inch on the side part of it as the waist part. So we are going to connect all the lines now. Just connect it this way. Connect that. And for this part also, you're connecting it to the clutch part of it. Like this. And you connect your hand. Don't forget, this place is going to be on the straight line this way. This is on the straight line. You know, we connected it down. You're going to connect your lines also by the side. Okay, for heels it will be easier for you. Just add your 2 inches upward all through. Your 2 inches this way. And connect. Okay. I'm going to make it on my French cut to connect this part. Just like this. Now for this part now, as you can see, we are going to come down from here by ½ inch. So you can just connect like this. And you connect up. It's very, very simple. Now this is all we need, and we are going to cut it out. Now you just cut by this side. No need for allowance on this side again. You're just cutting it all through. So let's cut. So now we are through with the cutting. We want to make some notches, that is for our pockets and for our zipper. So from here now, we're going to come in by 2.5 inch, that is for the zip, and then we come down here by 6.5 inches, and we'll notch. So this is indicating where our pocket is going to be, just like this. Then for the zipper part as well, we're coming down as well by 6.5 inch. Just to know where the zipper will be. Like this. And we are going to be cutting our flaps, pieces. So that's why you don't throw away your pieces, because it's going to be very useful for you. So you have this here all ready. And this is it. I have my 8.5 inch with quarter here. So I'm just going to keep this for the flap, like the way it's already having the shape of the flap that I want. So I'm cutting 2.5 inch of the flap. Okay, let me cut from this side. 2.5 inches like this. And I'll pop my hand upward. I'll bring it out. Now I need 4 pieces of this shape for me to have on both sides. So I have 4 pieces here. 1, 2, 3, 4. What we are going to do is we are using one for, that is, we are using 2 pieces like this for one part and another 2 pieces for the other part of it. That is one for this side and one for this side. Don't worry, when we start showing you, you get the understanding better. Then after we're done with doing all our joining and everything, we'll come back to the band. We'll come down to the band part of it. But you can as well cut down your band since you already know your waist measurements. So all you need is just cut 4 inches for the width and then the length of your waist. Yes, the waist measurement, adding 2 to 3 inches to it. So the next thing we are cutting is the pocket. So what we need for the pocket is just 14 by 14. That is 14 for the length and 14 for the width. So we are going to fold into 2, which is going to be 7 by 14 inches. So we have 7 inches like this because it is now on fold. So you have 7 inches this way and 14 inches like this. You can, the best is mostly you get a softer fabric for the pocket part so that it won't be bulgy. But I'm just using this to show you. I'm still going to use the normal, the fabric that we use for the pocket. So, but for this now, 7 by 14 inches is what you are using. Just this way. Then you cut it out. I'm going to be having 2 pieces, one for this side and one for this side.